Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Well, Ed Milson's selection has certainly attracted some scrutiny, but the man himself looks, as ever, Jim, utterly unfazed.
Yeah, I like him because he's got a certain elegance about him, Peter. We all know Brazilian players love the idea of getting forward, and he's probably one of the better defensive players on the ball.
So no gung-ho heroics?
No chance.
And here's Drogba. Hazard receives it in a good position here. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Drogba.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Threads one in. He's in a great position here. Van Nistelrooy. Cafu. And it's Vieira. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Looking for options for movement. Vieira charging forward, the ball at his feet. Zola delivers. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Can he spark a counter here? Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. And he's picked it up out wide. And that is... Oh, great leap! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Opts for safety, knocks it into space. Plays a sharp little ball here. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Hullet. Roberto Carlos. Solar. And he's there to retrieve it. Oh, good spread. It's a promising position. Cafu, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And this is Hazard. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Paris Saint-Germain really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Driven in.
That was well seen too. Good clearance. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short. And here's Neymar. Chance, surely! Has a look and place it forward. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Raphael Varane cannot be beaten that easily. Vieira. Neymar, and he's managed to get free. Long ball upfield. Well, that is one way to stop him. Cafu, cross in, looks like a good one. It's a searching pass. Cafu. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Cafu. And it's Vieira. That's a shade optimistic. Vieira is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Van Nistelrooy is sporting a guilty look after that. It's Neymar! And that's another fine save.
Neymar, really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
Corner number 2 then. Neymar goes short. Looking for the far post. And now they can spring out of defence. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 11.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Coming on the field is
Manchester United have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Zola is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Now it's Hullet. That's destined for the flank. Roberto Carlos delivers. Van Nistelrooy finds himself offside.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Hazard, and he's got the beating of his man. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Manchester United do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change. Pele clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And this is Pele! And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Paris Saint-Germain can breathe again. Just. Chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And here's Neymar. Can he finish? That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Neymar is standing over this one.
He could tee it up for someone else, but something tells me he'll have a go.
Goal. A finish right from the top draw. It is the pick-me-up they all long for. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Manchester United have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Paris Saint-Germain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Cafu. And he was quick to react. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Now that looks a decent ball.
Paris Saint-Germain really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more. And the shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
And he's found a way past. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, good take in a good area. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Pelé. Neymar going forward. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Now it's Mbappe. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, important interception. And he's there to belt it away.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that's aimed into the middle. And it's claimed by the keeper. Well, nicely intercepted. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's Messi. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Messi. And he welcomes it in. Shot, takes a shot! Brilliant from Pelé! About as smooth as it gets. And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Substitution for Manchester United.
So we have
14,
movement on both benches. Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Substitution in progress.
Now it's Pelé.
That's good play from him.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Messi. Messi gets on his bike and on the move. Roberto Carlos. And here's Mbappe. Roberto Carlos has it out wide. Towering header! No, not the best of headers. Ford shows there will be 3 extra minutes. He has found the way through. Vinicius Junior ploughing through the middle. Vieira tries to pass it through. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to break at pace. Now it's Pelé. Pelé. Seedorf. Well read, and the danger is averted. That's at the end. Manchester United are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Pelé voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway.
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive royalty here.
And so what is it that makes Paolo Maldini so regal?
Well, I think the fact that he almost never had to make a tackle says it all. He just doesn't need to. With him, it's all about anticipation, positioning, and reading the game superbly. There's very few who were able to do that at the highest level like him.
Great ball, and he's in here. He's had a shot! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Tele. It's a goal kick. Not the most accurate pass. And they can counter here. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And it's Azar. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Looking for the run, and the chance! And he's stuck it away! They are purring, truly purring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Chance, surely! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're threatening to fly away here! And that really is so impressive. Manchester United find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going.
He's rising! He got the hard part right, but the rest wrong.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. And it's made its way to him. Takes a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Pelé. Zola. And it's Fletcher. And Darren Fletcher. That's an imaginative pass. Messi gets flagged offside. And it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Manchester United looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Zola. Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Cafu plays it in. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Manchester United have their second corner now. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's having a pop! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Manchester United have their third corner. Messi plays it short. And here's Messi.
There will be 3 minutes
Messi!
time.
And how did he not make it 4?
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
And it's Neymar. And he's chosen to go back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Messi. No, he's not getting past him there. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
To the screen right now.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Manchester United marching seemingly on towards victory, 3-0 at the break. Down to business again. Darren Fletcher. Cannavaro. That is a brilliant interception. And he's straight offside. He is starved of space and time. Can he get it through? He's got away. Oh, he's having a go! And the keeper read that really well.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Now, can they get him away? Try. It's Pele! And it's Fletcher. Pele! Always going over the top.
Paris Saint-Germain are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
That pass isn't the best. And he's there to retrieve it. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hazard running with intent. And he's managed to get free. Hazard!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Maldini. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Looking to play him in. That's been cut out, well played. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
There's the shot! And that's a tidy finish! 3! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 19.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Manchester United are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Number 10, Pele. Number 8.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Number 7,
Big chance!
Vinicius Junior.
And he's gone long. Well read, nice interception. Maldini. The message is clear, none shall pass. And he's picked out the run. Oh, he's burst through. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here. Real chance! And that's a sharp finish. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Manchester United are having a ball here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose.
Chance for a shot! And it's in! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue. Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Short changes him with that pass. Not the most convincing of passes. Darren Fletcher.
2 added minutes has been
That's
indicated.
really well manoeuvred. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Spread out to the left. And here's Hullet. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And that will be the final act. Manchester United looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them.
Just a
As
quick
are
announcement.
walking off
An
with the
exciting one
spoils,
too. We're about
richly
to announce
deserved.
Today's lottery numbers. Please watch the
How would
screen.
you
if
summarise
have
what
tickets.
we've seen today then, Jim?
Manchester United definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack